Hey everybody, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at my MS-DOS / Windows 3.1 gaming rig. Oh, it's going to be good, kind of. It's not like I know how to build a computer or anything. Let's jump right ahead into the hardware overview. Alright, so here we are, we're in handheld mode because tripod doesn't go this low. So here we have on the front, we have a 40-speed CD-ROM drive, original floppy drive for this case. We have a 5 1/4 inch, 1.2 megabyte floppy drive here. That's cool, I guess. Here we have 3.5 inch, 1.4 megabyte floppy drive. That is the original for this case as well. See, just nice. And here we have the power button / screen sleep button. If you kind of half press it in, it'll turn off the display. I don't really get the use of that, but it's there for some reason. Here we have power LED, hard drive activity light, and a USB port. Probably saying, well, why is there a USB port on your DOS computer? I'll explain that in a little bit later. Come down here, you can actually see that this computer was made by NEC, and this better explains it, the USB port. Yeah, this has an AMD K6-2 processor in it. You're probably wondering, why would you build your DOS computer with a K6-2? Don't you have like a Pentium 233 MMX? You know, you should have used that. Well, that computer doesn't exactly work. It kind of works now, but I started having a lot of issues with it after the last video with it. So, mainly being it wouldn't detect hard drives correctly anymore. I think there might be something wrong with the controller on there, so this is what I had to go with. So let's take a look at the back now. Here on the back we have our power supply that we'll take a little bit more of an in-depth look at later. Here we have a PS2 mouse port, PS2 keyboard port, parallel port, serial port, onboard video that won't be used, joystick port that won't be used, and onboard audio that won't be used. So all this is not being used, and that USB port is also not being used. Don't look at that. Yeah. I swear, this is the only computer I had to really do this with, so sorry. Looking further down here at the bottom, we have VGA port, which from our video card that we're actually going to be using. Take a little bit of a better look at that later. And joystick port and sound output from our sound card that we'll take a little bit of a better look at in just a bit. Now let's take a look inside the case. Just comes out like this. I don't have any screws on it right now. And there we can see my horrible cable management. Once again, it's returned. So here's a better look inside the case. Here we have a pretty sketchy 100 watt, I think it's 100 watt power supply, made by a company called HIPRO. I don't really know how well this is going to last. I probably should change it out, but yeah, I was too lazy to actually do that. Here we have our front drives. Here we have our video card, which is some Trident card, but I like it because it supports 1024 by 768 at 256 colors on Windows 3.1, which is an absolute joy to have. And I had to switch angles here to handheld mode just so I could show you the sound card. This is actually a Sound Blaster 16 plug-and-play edition. I'd love to have an AW64 in here, but I don't have one yet. And this cable connects the sound card to the CD drive. You just have to do that if you wanted to get your CD audio. Right here we have 32 megabytes of PC100 RAM. Here we have the CPU under this really small heatsink, which is an AMD K6-2 processor with 3D Now technology. not that we're going to use that. Running at 450 megahertz. Yes, very overkill, but we won't have any shortage of CPU power to throw at this thing. You know, the later DOS games do benefit a lot from a better CPU, so even though I don't have any of those games yet, it's nice to have it in the future. Here we have a 13 gigabyte Fujistu, I believe that's what it is, yes it is, Fujistu IDE drive, and we'll be taking a little bit better look at what's going on with this guy once we get into the software portion of this. So here we are booting. Here we have our 32 megs of RAM. There, found the CD drive, and you probably heard the floppy drive seeking there. It's always a very nice sound to hear. And here we have this MS-DOS 6.22 startup menu. This actually has on it Phil's Computer Labs DOS starter pack on it, which installs this memory and different driver selection menu here, which is very nice to have. It also automatically installs the mouse and CD-ROM drives for you, and you can download it from philscomputerlab.com. I might, if I remember, I'll put a link in the description to that. But we're just going to pick the top option here, which is expanded memory plus the mouse plus the CD-ROM drive. Here it's actually trying to find my Imation SuperDisk drive, which isn't actually connected. Here we have the Sound Blaster 16 drivers. Here we have Smart Drive. We have Cute Mouse, which is the memory driver. And not the memory driver, the mouse driver. Here we have our CD driver, and our MS-DOS version is indeed 6.22. So go ahead and here take a little bit of a look. And go in here, we have a lot of files here just on the C drive. But first let's take a look at what we're actually doing here with our disk. So we're going to go to 4 to display information, and as you can see here, the disk is only detected, you probably can't read it too well, but it's only detected as an 8 gigabyte drive. That's simply a limitation of DOS stuff. So we have a primary DOS partition, which is 2 gigs, and then we have an extended DOS partition, which is about the rest of the drive that it detects. I'm going to go ahead and show our logical drives inside the extended partition. We have our games drive, our media drive, and our something drive, which doesn't have anything on it right now. That's just for like overflow data. So first let's take a look at the multimedia aspects of this, which I quite like a lot. That's a sentence. First we're going to go to MPX Play. This is a software program that some of you might know. I'm just going to go ahead here and go to the root. And this can play. This is an audio player for DOS, and it'll play WAV files, MP3 files, and I believe even FLAC files, although I don't have any to test with. There we had the Windows 95 startup sound. As you can see, oh yeah, the mouse is also working, as you can see. But as you can see, we had a very nice graphic equalizer. Another thing that I really like about this software is that you can like control speed, so you can make it really slow. Very nice. It's a very cool software program to mess around with. Bump that back up to full speed. But of course you can also play normal music. This is Ian Anderson's / Duraga 1's music. Robots with Malware. Not going to play that for too long, just in case he wants to keep his copyright. I respect it. So, I'm going to get out of that. And I don't know if the free trial is still active on QuickView. I guess we'll see. No, apparently it does still work. So something interesting with QuickView is that for whatever reason it doesn't allow mouse support, but this is a video player for DOS. Now I don't really have any video clips on here, per se. Take a look here. Video. This is just what came with the Windows 3.1's video for Windows, like extension pack, I guess you could say. We'll be taking a little bit of take a better look at this in Windows. That was loud. Also, I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not, so I'm just gonna turn down the volume. You can see the resolution is pretty bad, although that's because the clip actually came from a floppy disk. I believe this can actually play up to like 1020. You can play up to 1024 by 768, at least on my computer, because yeah, this is shareware, and yeah, this is a shareware copy. You can actually pay for this, and apparently it's supposed to expire after 3 weeks, although mine hasn't. I don't know if this is like the old version. I think this is the old version. No, it's not. 2016. Okay, I don't know. I don't know computers. Go ahead, look here. What else do we got? I got nothing there. I guess we can move on to the games. So, let's take a look at Wolfenstein 3D. This is a game that works very well on this computer. Obviously, this game was meant to be played on like high-end 386s or 486. This game was from the late 80s. So, here, is the volume up? Oh, there we go. You can see this game runs very smooth. I'm pretty sure this is at like the capped. Very loud. But yeah, I'm sure most of you know what Wolf 3D looks like. Of course, we do have the game that came after it, that being Doom. Should probably try to like not play through the viewfinder. Not that good. That's enough of that. Let's take a look here. What else other games do we have? Oh, we have Paku Paku. Take a look at Paku. Now this is a yeah, this is a clone of Pac-Man. I guess you would have never guessed that. And this game is actually meant to play on like CGA graphics cards. That's why it's very blocky, as it's actually using a modified version of CGA's text mode. Turn that down a bit. As you can see, it's a very playable version of Pac-Man that's pretty fun to play. Obviously, it's not as good as the arcade version. I don't think anything can be, but yeah, that's enough of that. Don't really think we have too much else. This game doesn't work, I don't think. And Indy 3, it's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work on DOS. It'll like hang the machine, but it launches from Windows for some weird reason. But speaking of Windows, yeah, Windows 3.1. As you probably heard there, that was actually the Windows 95 startup sound, because I think it sounds cool. So this is Windows. I don't know why it's taking so long to refresh the window there, but see, this is indeed 1024 by 768. Very nice. It's very nice to have. There's my super disk drive software, which again I don't have it connected. So of course in Windows 3.1 you got your file manager, and you got your, so you can just go and kind of browse to, you know, get your stuff. You got control panel, your pretty basic stuff. Let's see here, under accessories we got, you know, like paint, brush, which is just paint, and you can make some very nice modern artwork. I call this 2-year-old scribbling Microsoft Paint Edition. Very nice. I will sell that for $15,000. And you could, the funny thing is you could probably actually sell that for that much, because there's somebody out there that'll actually probably pay that. Let's open up a MIDI file. Let's do Passport. Where's Passport? Can you just find MIDI files? No. MIDI files. Oh. Where's MIDI? Where's my music? All files? That's that. There's my MIDI. Yes, give me passport. I need my passport. Let's crank it. And we're having a party now. Got clock. Pretty basic clock. I don't know why the date and time is wrong. Pretty sure the CMOS battery in this thing was still good. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Of course we gotta take a look at our games, which I don't have too many Windows 3.1 games. But of course we have the best game ever, so much better than Minesweeper. We have Jezball, which I'm very fond of. I like Jezball quite a lot. Is my favorite game out of the Best of Microsoft Entertainment Pack. Dang it. I played Jezball for too long. I got distracted. I like Jezball a lot. Of course we got the famous Chips Challenge. Oh, we're already on the canyon level. Yeah, you go around and you collect the computer chips. This is where the famous canyon MIDI came from. It's from this level. It's a very basic game. This game is actually originally on the Atari Lynx, if anyone remembers that. Yay! Bummer. What? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Of course, we got Ski Free. A very famous game for the Yeti. Or the Abominable Snowman, or whatever he's called. How do you control this game? I forget. I've never been too fond of Ski Free. It's never one of my favorite games. Jezball is still the best game ever, and should be included on every PC today. I don't think the Abominable Snowman comes out until around 40,000? No, not 40,000. 2,000 feet. Meters. Sorry. Meters. Yeah, I don't know when he comes out. Is there actually a bottom? Or does this go on forever? I don't know what that is. I don't know what those are. Oh. I need to, like, stop looking through the viewfinder. Oh, he'll follow the mouse cursor as well. Well, that's just distracting. I think we're at the bottom. I think we're there. 44, that's you. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is... Jazzball, I mean, Ski Free, not Jazzball. Although Jazzball is the better game. Here we have Minesweeper. This actually came on Windows 3.1. This isn't the entertainment pack. I believe Minesweeper had its first appearance in Windows 3.1, although it might have been in Windows 3.0. I just need to remember how to play this game. I am definitely not a Minesweeper champion by any memes. By any memes, I am not a Minesweeper champion. Audio software is just a creative mixer, and that came with the Sound Blaster 16. And basically, else in here, this is really the only games I have right now for Windows 3.1. Startup, nothing in startup. Applications, this is just, you know, MS-DOS applications that'll load. MS-DOS editor, I believe this is version 1.1. But I like MS-DOS editor because you can change the colors to be very nice green screen colors. So you can, very basic word processor. It's basically like MS-DOS's notepad. Do not save, no. Should boot back into Windows, there we go. You have QBasic, which, the only thing I know to really do in QBasic is the sound command, which uses PC speaker. And another interesting thing about this computer is, for whatever reason, it lacks a PC speaker. I don't know why, but it lacks it for some reason. See here, accessories, got Windows Write, which is basically WordPad in modern Windows. Very basic. And I just realized that my monitor is it's not aligned correctly. Got a calculator, which, you know, you can use numbers, stuff. Do have sound recorder, which if I wanted to, I can... Hold on, I'm gonna actually go record something with this, and I'll probably come back. Hey everybody, this is a test of the built-in sound recorder program on Windows 3.1. So as you probably heard there, it works. Works just fine. I was using my headset there, and yeah, I really don't know what else to really show here. I think we basically covered all the software that I have on here right now. So yeah, this isn't like a review of Windows 3.1 or anything, so... Oh, jeez, it was loud. Well, I guess that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, just thanks for watching. Another thing about this computer that is kind of annoying is that it supports ACPI power shutdown, so you have to hold in the button for a while to get the computer to actually turn off. Bye.